Hi there. For this morning's video, you're going to need a rolled up hand towel and 2 pillows, and we're going to start lying on our side. If you grab one pillow for underneath your head, the rolled up towel is going to go underneath the small of your waist, so just above your hip bones. And then the other pillow is going to go between your legs just to get really comfy. You can also use a foam roller if you have one. So in this position, we're going to curl our low back, so we're kind of in a fetal position, kind of rounded, okay, so that the low back tissues are on a little bit of a stretch, okay. If you feel like your hips are still kind of diving in towards each other, you can fold the pillow in half so it's a little bit wider, okay, so to see what's comfortable for you. You're going to bring your hands onto the lowest part of the rib cage. On that top hand, and just inhale and feel the ribs rise up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel that rise up. Exhale, let it go. And if you don't feel like you're getting a lot of movement there, start with exhaling fully out, so like you're really sending all your breath out and making a noise, like a ha sound. Breathe in. Exhale fully through the mouth. All the way out, and then inhale again. Exhale fully. And inhale. Good job. 2 more breaths like that. Feel the rib cage opening on the sides and the back, and feel how the low back gets a gentle stretch as we breathe in. Good job. Okay, nice. So now we're going to practice engaging our core. So hand on the low belly, kind of just below the belly button. You're going to breathe in, relax the belly, and as you exhale, gently draw your hip bones towards each other and draw your belly button in towards you. Inhale, relax the belly. Relax your pelvic floor so the butthole is relaxed, muscles around your vagina or your penis. Exhale, gently drawing in. Inhale, relaxing. Exhale, drawing in. Really, really nice. Good job. Okay. So now that we've kind of found that deep core connection and we've woken up our breath a little bit, we're going to add in a little bit of hip movement. So we're going to come back to lying on our side. Okay. And we're going to be in a neutral spine now, so just with a small arch of the low back and kind of fairly straight. And then still got that pillow under, that towel under our waist to give us that waist support. Okay. And we're going to lift our top leg up, flex the ankle so the top of the foot comes towards your shin, and think about standing into that foot like you're standing on one leg really, really tall, pushing that heel into the ground. Okay. And then we're going to bring our whole leg forward in space and back and behind us. Now see if you can get that motion to come from your hip and not by tucking and untucking the pelvis. So we're coming forward and back in space, just moving at that hip joint, not moving through the low back or pelvis. Good job. Inhale, coming forward. Try not to scrunch at the waist. Keep it nice and long. Exhale, floating back in space. Good job. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. We should feel a little bit of the glutes working, the side glute, glute med, keeping the leg up, and glute max, that bigger glute muscle, especially as you come behind you. We'll do one more like this. Try and keep your foot at hip level, don't let it sink down towards the floor. Really good, nice. And then we're going to bring it back in. Good job. Okay, and we're going to come up from that and change sides. So again, use that towel under your waist if you want that extra support. I find it really helpful when we're kind of just learning Pilates to help us keep our alignment. Get your head nice and comfortable on a pillow or your arm, and then find your neutral spine. So a little bit of space under the waist for that towel and that slight arch in the low back area. And then we're lifting that top leg up so that it's in line, like you're standing into that top foot. Flex at the ankle, and then we're going to sort of glide that whole leg forwards in space. You might feel tight in the back of the leg and not be able to go very far forwards. No worries if that's the case, just go within your comfortable range. So we're coming forward and back in space, and the big glute muscle on our bum will contract a little bit as we come behind us. Forwards, exhaling to come back. If you have your hand on your hip bone, that's going to help you to keep that waist nice and long and know that you're moving through the hip and not through the lower back or pelvis. Exhale, inhale. And if your bottom hip gets sore, just pop a little towel under it so that you've got a bit more padding. Nice. Really good. And then we'll bring that leg down. Really good. Okay. Now we're going to come into kneeling. Okay. And if you've got a Pilates ball, you're going to grab it. If not, you're going to use a folded in half pillow or a nice big fluffy cushion. Okay. And you're going to push it between your hands. Now, as you push between your hands, I want you to try and keep those collarbones nice and wide. So we're kind of pushing through the hands, but it comes from the shoulder blades. Okay. So you're kind of pressing with your nice flat hands into that pillow from the shoulder blades, keeping the front of the chest wide. If you can kind of check your stack of your body, you want to have your rib cage on top of the pelvis. Okay. And then your feet can be flat or bent, whatever feels better for you. And we're going to be really working our quadriceps at the front of the thigh, a little bit of glute and our core with this exercise. So as we breathe in, we're going to lean back, but we're not going to kind of arch our back to go back. We're going to hinge at our knee joint. So I'm kind of a straight line. And then as you exhale, we're going to engage our core and use our thighs and our core to come forward again. Okay. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, forward. As you exhale, engage your core like you're drawing your belly button towards you and those hip bones towards each other. Check that you haven't started to close the collarbones. You're still keeping them nice and wide. Really good. And don't worry if you can only go a little ways back. This is really quite a challenging exercise, okay? If it's uncomfortable on your knees, just again, pad them, okay? Good job. If you're pregnant, you've got more weight here, so it's much more load on the core. Good job. 2 more here. And last one. Really good. Then we're going to come into a bit of a twist, okay? So still with that kind of ball or that folded in half pillow, we're going to start to twist from side to side. So we're going to breathe in and get really tall. Imagine there's a piece of string on the top of your head lifting you out. So you're getting a little bit taller. And then as you exhale, keep the collarbones and elbows nice and wide. Push into the pillow or ball with your shoulder blades and rotate towards one side. Try not to lean back as you rotate. Come back to the middle. Inhale. Exhale, twist the other way. Now as you twist, see if you can keep your hip bones facing straight forward, like there's a laser pointer on each hip bone and it's just kind of on a mark on the wall and you don't want to move. So we're twisting from our waist and our rib cage, okay? And I feel really tricky. Don't worry if you can't rotate very far. Now, what I often see people kind of doing to compensate here is they'll move their arms, but their body doesn't go with them. So try and keep the hands right in front of the chest, right? The middle of the ball or pillow is right, kind of in line with the middle of your chest. Nice. Might feel a little bit of a stretch through the lower abdominals or even the hips. Good job. Nice. Okay. Let's pop the ball down now. And we're going to have our arms out ahead of us. Gently draw your shoulders back in space. And this time we're going to lean back and twist a little bit. And then come back to the center. Come forward, lean back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale and up. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Keep your collarbones wide. Come back forward. Nice. So I like to imagine I'm holding a really big gym ball when I'm doing this. And my hands distance doesn't change as I move. Okay. Inhale back in space, like a nice long line through the spine. Exhale, rotate from the waist. Good job. One more here. Good job. Really nice. So lots of core work for our obliques. Our quadriceps are probably feeling quite tired now, but we got a good, nice workout in there. Okay, really nice. So we are going to finish with some work on our back. We're going to take a pillow or a Pilates ball if we have one and place it in between the inner thighs. Okay. And that's just crumpled up. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of bridging here. Gently tuck the chin so the back of the neck is nice and long. And think about really relaxing the eyes, all the space between the ears and the jaw. And then gently widen the collarbones and press the hands and the backs of the arms into the mat. So we've kind of started to wake up that back line of our body. We're going to have our feet about hip width apart, or if you've got a Pilates ball, then they're going to be the distance of the ball apart. And you want the feet nice and flat on the floor. So we have weight through the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the heel. Okay. And then we're going to slightly tuck our tailbone, pushing the low back into the mat, and lift the hips up into the earth. Now, we don't want to really arch up through the back. We want to keep that slight tuck of the tailbone, that kind of rounded lower back. Okay. Now we're going to inhale to lower back down. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and lift your hips up into the earth. Inhale to lower. You'll just have a gentle bit of pressure from the inner thighs into your pillow or your ball. Really good. Exhale, lifting. Keep gently tucking the chin. Keep gently tucking the tailbone so we're not kind of arching that low back. We want to feel the work in the backs of the legs, the hamstrings and the glutes. Check in that you haven't started to shift all the way onto the outer foot, but you've still got that big toe mound connected. Nice. We're going to do one more. Pause at the top. Take a breath in. Keep that tuck of the tailbone. And exhale to squeeze your pillow. Inhale, relax the inner thighs. Exhale, squeeze. So we're feeling the glutes, the bum muscles working. You might feel a little bit of the core. Definitely the inner thighs as we squeeze in. And you might even feel a little bit of work in the hip flexors. We're getting a little bit of a stretch here. Exhale, squeeze. And you can choose your own adventure. You can squeeze really firmly if you want, or you can be a little bit lighter. Good job. One more here. Nice. And then we'll come back down. Really good. Let's take that pillow out. Maybe use it for your head if you want some support. And then we're just going to hug our knees in towards our chest, or we'll bring them nice and wide if we're pregnant. Stretching the low back gently here. Good job. Nice. And then we're going to open the knees up nice and wide, like a book opening up. Feet can come towards each other. Just breathing into belly, letting those inner thigh muscles have a nice relaxation after all that work. Letting your core muscles let go, letting those pelvic floor muscles really let go and open up. Softening at the shoulders, opening up into those collarbones, relaxing your jaw and your head, even down the arms, even relaxing your fingers. Good job. 2 more breaths here, just letting go. Really nice. And we'll bring the legs back in, and we can just rock the knees from side to side, stretching through the 2 sides of the waist. Hands can go by your sides to kind of give you a little bit more balance. You can go as slow or as quick as feels good. I invite you to slow down. We move through life so quickly. It's nice to take a second for yourself. Feel how you can kind of massage your butt cheeks a little bit with this movement. Really good. And then we're going to cross our one leg over the other one into that figure 4 position. And if you want to, you can hug that knee in to kind of get a deeper stretch and push the leg that you're stretching away from you. Or you can just keep it down and kind of shift over to the leg that's on the floor. Whatever feels like a moderate stretch. Breathing into it's the key. We'll change sides. Taking whatever variation feels like it serves you today. Nice. Okay. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, have a great day.